Has to go more.
It went quite a bit though, right?
It did. We got a good start on it. I'm going to do what you're talking about now and put a shim in there.
Maybe a little extra.
Well, it's a little hard to tell because we don't have the mounts in, so it's not straight, you know. Yeah, I'm going to get a wedge in there.
I used to do mechanic work, big truck tires.
Uh-huh. Don't tell me it was a wheel.
Blew up and
Oh, man.
the minute they blew up, I was unconscious against the wall, so I didn't remember nothing.
The three-piece wheel?
No. This
No.
was a 3500 Sierra.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I just remember like a lot of sand hitting me in the face. And that was it. And it was close to 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was on edge with all that. And
Yeah.
everybody ran out of the garage.
Boom, right?
The office, yeah. Lucky one guy, he was a firefighter. And he counted everybody. He goes, no, land is missing. He found me pinned against the wall on top of the tire.
Jeez.
He said the leg was this way.
That's nasty.
Yeah, he said, before you came through, I straightened out the best I can. He said, all I heard was click, click, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
I got 6 surgeries here. I just got these redone already.
And then you got an infection?
No, it's called RSD. Trauma.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it just
Shuts down all the
all
muscles.
the muscle. Dude, it's like this is like
Yeah.
I use this leg, but this one, if I put weight on it, but if I use it a lot, you can see already swelling up
Mm-hmm.
just by doing this little thing.
Yeah.
So and not being able to do the stuff that I used to do. Oh man, that was.
I'll
bad.
bet, man. I'll
That
bet.
was the worst thing. Until I got my buddy's boat, and I was like, oh, I gotta find a way out.
Got a little life back, right?
Yep.
It's not over till we go see the Lord.
Indeed. Yeah, that's the way I see it. You know.
Yep. Now, it may be easy for me to say that right now.
No, but it's true. If
Yep.
you think about it, you know, there's other ones that are worse. I have a friend of mine. That guy was, to me, he was a hero.
Uh-huh.
He was an electrician, a plumber. What he didn't do, one of the best jobs, motorcycle painting.
Oh, yeah?
I got an easy rider from him.
Uh-huh.
He's in the top cover.
Really?
He paints.
Wow. Oh, aneurysm?
Yep. And dude, he's in a chair. He can move all this side, and he's just in a wheelchair like this with one hand.
Man.
And that guy, I'm telling you, my hero, dude. That guy knew everything. And from that to that, and that's why I say I thank the Lord that, you know, he could have taken me right there, but
He's got you here for a reason.
not my time yet, yeah.
Yeah. You have any kids?
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's 2 reasons to stay.
That's the reason, yeah, indeed. Oh, yeah, believe me, they still need me. Yeah, it's bending right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid. I don't want to bend it in the wrong spot, you know?
It is straightened out quite a bit, though.
It's getting there. We're in the right direction.
Now, how much of a job you say is to replace that piece?
Pull the engine block.
Yeah,
Depends on if all the bolts come out.
yeah.
You know, not all the bolts always come out. I'm surprised all these came out as good as they did.
Yeah.
So, what year is this motor?
02.
02. So it's at that point, you know, you're 23 years that those bolts have been in that engine. And what Mercury does is there's studs that go all the way down through, and then it's just like this, nuts on the bottom. And you have to get those studs all the way out, and all that corrosion's inside there. So we want to avoid that if we can. I can heat this with the torch and then bend it. It's going to bend a lot easier, you know. The only thing we're going to ruin is here you have this tube that you're not using anyway. This is for your speedometer. It connects to this here, down inside,
Right.
and it goes to this little hole right here, and it picks up your speed.
So that wasn't hooked up either, huh?
No, it wasn't connected anyway. I'm going to melt it. I might be able to pull it up out of there a little bit, but you probably never get it back down. But I'm going to melt it, you know, heating this up. Let's see if we can. There's the connector for it. I can probably pull it up out of there, or you can just run a new one when the time comes, if you want to use it again.
Right.
Because that's not going to stay. And the only way I'm going to be able to move this is to, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a strap on this motor so it's where it's supposed to be, and then heat this, and I'm going to pull it to me because I'm going to heat it right where it's, you know.
Where it's bent, yeah. No, let's do that. If you melt it, you melt it. How about if one day, when you lease busy, you know, when you're not as busy, we order the stuff.
And we do over the winter change the shaft. Let's think about it for a minute. Let me look at this a little closer, because I don't want to bend it in 5 different places, you know.
Right. Because if we could do that and then at the same time.
So let's call
Get a
and
unit.
see if anybody. I don't think they're going to have these motor mounts in stock. Nobody around is probably keeping those, you know.
It's an item that doesn't go.
I have another motor over here that has these motor mounts in it, but we're going to have to cut it to get it apart, you know.
Dude, I mean, it's just.
Yeah, it just ripped the rubber right out of it. It's a good thing because it would have ruined your lower unit
Yeah. True
otherwise.
That. True that. Yeah.
So there's no tag on this motor.
It's inside the
Inside the cover?
inside the cover. Yeah. That's another thing. When I purchased this, I was all happy and jittery. Normally, all the boats got a little thing where it says how many people and
Yeah.
how much gas. You're
Coast
supposed
Guard
to have
rating.
on this.
Yep.
I don't see it nowhere. I looked everywhere.
Probably got taken off.
Yeah, I would like to know how many gallons are in here, you know? But the motor is really nice.
So what you have to do, this air pump you have to do the maintenance on. So there's O-rings in here, and those O-rings fail.
Okay.
And that ruins these motors. Because water from the seawater cools that pump. And when the O-rings don't,
okay.
they get a little crusty and they don't
Right.
seal well, you get water in the engine. So this has an air pump and a fuel pump. That's why it runs so smooth, you know.
It does. It's like,
They're beautiful when they run right, but when you start having problems, it gets expensive,
yeah.
you know. So you got a motor tag on here, you said?
Yeah, it's in that side.
Okay. Let me just see if they have it. Even if they have it, I don't know if they're going to have the bolts. That's who you worked with before?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
guys that I
Yep.
got this stuff for. Nice guy there. Well, they're all nice, but the guy on the bag,
Mike?
Matt.
Matt.
Oh, man. I was there with my girl, and I was in a wheelchair because she had to roll me in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking him, oh, you need this, you need that. You shouldn't get that. That one is not.
See, that's
Get
what
this.
that's what I like. That's why I go there, because
Yeah.
they know all those little things that you're not going to know.
Right
trying-
away, he was like, boom, boom, you should get it. I'm not saying for you to get it because it's more or less, this works for you better.
Yep. They're
Man,
they're very good like that.
Yep.
So
where
let's
the
see.
cable goes.
So what I'm trying to do is pull that plastic tube up. You're going to have to snake it back down again anyway. You're going to have to take the covers off and everything. But I don't know that you really need to use it, you know.
No, for the speed?
Yeah, it's just for a speedometer.
Nah, not really. That's not hooked up. Still gotta get all that. I would like to get a new.
So this is it here. See, it's moving.
Yep, yep.
So,
Unless you have a piece of.
well, it's
Wire.
you're gonna have to.
You have a wire.
It's getting it back down that's gonna be the problem.
Yeah, but if you have a wire, the wire's not gonna melt.
You mean tie a wire to it?
And
We
think
could
I
do
might
that.
Have some in the back of the truck. Let me
Actually, now that I'm looking at this, is connected to a switch. It's not for that. It's got some kind of switch on it. Let me just see. Is it moving? Is it this one? No, that's a different one.
So you brought it up a little bit because.
Yeah, let me just move it over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bend in this so hopefully it grabs it a little more.
So take it. Like I say, if we're gonna do the winter thing, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so just then we could do it, and we'll have I will find a better unit.
Actually, I'm not even going to put any tape on it.
It holds pretty good, right?
Yeah, it holds pretty good. And now, where did I put my needle nose pliers? Oh. My father used to say if it was a snake, it would have bit me.
I hear you. Need me to push it up? Oh, it's going up. I think you're more than good.
All right. That was a good
You know,
idea.
yep.
That was a good idea.
See, man, hey.
We're a good
They
team.
said 4 eyes look better than 2, so 2 heads think better than 1.
I don't care how good you are as a mechanic. You can't see everything,
That's right, man.
you know? All right.